Bermane Stiverne is the mandatory challenger for WBC World Heavyweight Champion Deontay Wilder. The WBC require all of their ranked fighters to enroll in their clean boxing program, which involves the testing agency VADA, the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. They conduct testing on all the enrolled boxers in and out of competition year round, and it is random drug testing, blood and urine. Now, according to reports, Bermane Stiverne missed his drug test on Monday. That's what reports are saying. I'm going to quote Jay Diaz now. He is the co-manager of Deontay Wilder. He says he's concerned. So let me quote Jay Diaz. Jay Diaz says, "I don't know the details, but it's definitely something to be concerned about. Deontay has tested clean dating back to the Olympics in 2008. We want a level playing field, and we want everybody we get in the ring with to be clean as well. That should be a given, but unfortunately, that's not always the case. If we were to fight Ortiz, we would certainly insist that he's tested like we're tested." He goes on to talk about a potential fight with Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale. Dominic Breazeale and Wilder got into an altercation when they were both on the same card a few months ago. Wilder fought Gerald Washington on the top of the bill, and Dominic Breazeale fought Israel Gono on the undercard. After the fight, I believe it was in a hotel, the Breazeale team and the Wilder team clashed, and there was a physical altercation. Dominic Breazeale is now suing Deontay Wilder over what occurred during that altercation. So his co-manager Jay Diaz has some things to say about the ramifications of getting sued by Dominic Breazeale. Okay, Jay Diaz says, "I haven't heard his name much. I haven't heard he's in the mix for this. If the fight was to come about, we would expect negotiations to begin once the suit is dropped. We're not going to fight a guy and give him a shot at the heavyweight championship that's suing us. That's not how the world works." So again, those are the words of Jay Diaz, the co-manager of Deontay Wilder, talking about, first of all, the Stiverne situation, and then the situation with Dominic Breazeale. Now, the Stiverne situation is interesting, because if he really has missed a drug test, then you wonder why he would miss it. Did he miss it because he's on something? Did he miss it because he wasn't informed by his team? You know, why would he miss it? Because there's the potential here that he could lose his mandatory status, and that would allow Deontay Wilder to fight Luis Ortiz. So it would be very, very silly of him, if he knew about the test, to miss it and potentially lose his mandatory shot at Wilder. Is it a situation where his promoter, Don King, wants to take that step-aside money so he can get paid twice for one fight, basically, and maybe he didn't tell Stiverne? Maybe he's in cahoots with the WBC and didn't tell Stiverne about the missed test, so they're all working together to make sure Stiverne can't get this mandatory shot next. Is that what it is? I mean, that sounds like a pretty elaborate plot, but I'm just throwing ideas out there, because I can't understand why Stiverne would miss a drug test if in fact that's what he's done. With all these forces behind the scenes working to not remove him as mandatory challenger, but certainly working to push him aside and allow Wilder Ortiz to happen first, you would think he'd be on his P's and Q's in that type of situation. Apparently not. So you make of it what you will. Why did Bermane Stiverne miss a drug test on Monday? What are the ramifications going to be? Does this mean that we will get Wilder versus Ortiz? Will that get the green light? And what do you think about the Dominic Breazeale situation? I think it's a shame that Breazeale versus Wilder can't be made, because it's a grudge match, a genuine grudge match, and genuine grudge matches are so much easier to sell. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out.